Today's brief video for RPG A Day 2020 once again finds me behind the wheel of the car. And this is my only chance to record. My only chance to send, as it were, a message for today. And that is our prompt. It's not everyone else's prompt, as those who have been following the channel well know, because we have sent this message many times. We are using an alternate ordering of prompts facilitated by the playful use of the map version of the infographic. So by moving from room to room, we operate differently than going through in numerical order. Likewise, with the hex-based prompt, it's entirely possible to use it as a drop die table, or to do whatever strikes your fancy as a means or a method of navigating from hex to hex. It's not necessary to follow through in numerical order. Today's numerically ordered prompt is lever. And if you are curious, if you missed it, what our response was for lever, you can find it in day 6, because that's when we got there. All right. Today's prompt, as you've no doubt figured out, is message. Well, in the written blog response to this prompt, we have a scene where messages are sent, and numerous messages are sent. We have my dog Dory sending me a message right now that he's having a little bit of trouble breathing, so please bear with the unusual noise over and above the car noise. We've got messages of loyalty, camaraderie, messages of concern. We have, oh, that's a big one. We got messages where we are saying that even though the odds seem to be stacked against us, we have an affirmation, and then in this scene, a reaffirmation that we are dedicated to the cause of eradicating the evil that we see. Those are pretty powerful messages. But the one I'd like to focus on is the message sent by the villain. Now, earlier, the villain revealed some of his ability. The players, through their characters, were able to see exactly what the plot was, exactly what the forces arrayed against them were, and they experienced a moment of doubt. However, the simple demonstration of villain ability is not a complete, in my opinion, is not a complete message sent from the setting to the players' operating characters in that setting. There are many things that look daunting that we discover are not. But when your opposition sends you a clear, concise message revealing their dedication to opposing you equals or exceeds your dedication in opposing them, then we have something. Then, no matter how things turn out, if the dice end up giving us results that truly surprise us, then we still have this sense of commitment. We know that the villain was just in it for the money. They weren't terribly committed. We know that the villain was in it to the death, to the commitment of blood and bone and life. We know that the villain was in it somewhere in between. The villain can be negotiated with, can be bargained with, can be intimidated, or they cannot. And this, I think, Not all the time, but is a useful tool for establishing firmly what reaction or what conditions exist beyond what you describe or beyond what the players glean for themselves. It's an underlining or it's an italicization of the information that they have. It provides emphasis, it provides context, greater understanding. And so, I think it's worth doing. In, of course, the right time and the right place to coordinate with the other concepts that we have been discussing, to maintain momentum in the direction that the group wants to travel, to support the contagion of mood and transference of atmosphere and behavior between players, and to allow for reflection back and forth between what the character would be feeling and what the players are feeling about the message that they have received. And so, we'll bring this short video to an end, and I look forward to tomorrow, seeing other people's posts and sharing my own. Take care.